I was thinking about queuing practice, and I was like, oh, I'm already down 150 fucking elo. I don't care. I want money.
Then do you not want to practice then?
But now I deranked. And now I can't make money. So there's no difference between playing practice and playing actual rank.
Well, rank so you can get back up there.
But I can't get back up there because I'm bad at the game. So I have to play practice.
Yeah. I got no words. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome to the episode two of the Garmoth Grindcast. Hello. Hope you guys are doing great. My name is Blank Mega, and he's my co-host here, Ethan, also known as Frog Enjoy 12.
Wait, it started?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi guys, I'm Frog Enjoyer 12.
I'm not cutting that
out. No, man, I didn't know we started.
You want to restart?
Okay.
You want to restart? You can restart.
No. I got it.
This is all going in, by the way.
I'm Frog Enjoyer 12, also known as Ethan. I started playing Black Desert in like October of 2023. I took a break in mid-2024, and then started playing back again in November of 2024. I currently play Suck Zerker, and have a Suck Guardian tagged. And I mainly specialize in PvE, but I've been trying to get into the AOS and PvP scene. I don't know, man. I don't got a lot going for me.
That's all right. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Blank Mega. I go by Blank or Mega. You also hear me on stream called Kiwi. Follow us on twitch.tv/blankmega for me, and twitch.tv/frogenjoy12 for Ethan's side. We stream this every week. We talk about the patch notes of the week. We always talk about any current news of the game, state of the game. We also answer questions in the Discord below. If you want to join my Discord, it will be in the description below. I started playing BDO during 2017 when Dark Knight released. If you guys remember that, that's when I started playing. I'm a Black Desert ambassador. I love this game a lot, and I will never stop playing this game, essentially. I mainly do PvE content, and I do also PvP, getting into the PvP scene more as of recently. I'm 760 gear score. I play Suck Ninja. I used to main Suck Lawn, but I recently, well, not recently, like last year, rolled onto Ninja. With introductions off the way, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I really am looking forward to this grinding session because I haven't been able to grind for like a few days now because I'm forced to do my journals. I wonder who made me do that.
How's your journals been going?
I don't like it. It's a different. It's a change of pace, and to be honest, I've neglected it for so long because I just always think it's gonna be a bad time.
Yeah. The earlier you do it, the faster you get over it. So just do it as soon as
it's
possible.
Kind of it's like the main story. Well, the main story is optional now, but it's like how the main story was before, where like I know when you introduced me to the game, it was very hard to get me to play the game because of the main story. But afterwards, I just started grinding. So
yeah. I'm glad it's been going well. At least it's not a total eye tear of a task.
Yeah, I made some gear score gains the other day, and now I have the chests. I have to do the chests in Land of the Morning Light, and I'm not looking forward to that, but it should be fine.
How much gear score were you before, or compared to last podcast?
Oh, I think I'm up. Well, as of last night, I think I'm up 7 gear score. I think I went from. Wait, I'm not 717 gear score. I lied. I'm 718.
Dang, wait, I'm 717 or 718? Look at this big guy.
711. 711 last podcast.
Yeah, I remember you were 711. Dang, look at you go.
I'm up, bro. I'm a beast.
I'd love to hear it, man.
I'm looking forward to finally getting this Pen Black Star that I've been trying to buy. That's
you're rich. I mean, I've seen your story where you're rich, man.
I am rich. Yeah, man. I've been yeah, I have totally not been carried in my Tet Devo taps. Nothing like that.
With this Garmoth Grindcast episode 2, like I want to mention again, we like to grind on this podcast. We call it the Grindcast for a reason. Please join us, do an hour of your favorite spot or whatever spot you need to do. It may not be your favorite, but we gotta do it, right? We gotta do it. So today, I'll be grinding at City of the Dead. I'll be going, once again, I'm like 450 hours plus into my City of the Dead piece. Eventually we gotta get it, right? So we'll be grinding there today. What about you, Ethan? Where are you grinding today?
I was planning on grinding Crescent, Dekia Crescents,
Okay,
but it's
that's fine.
turning night, so I'm a bit
Oh.
scared. But you know, I have gear score games.
I think you're a
should be
big
chilling.
boy. I think you can do it.
I'm a big boy.
I think you're a big boy.
I'm thinking about I'm probably gonna take calcs. Let's be honest.
Nah, you got this.
No.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
If you say so, fuck it.
All right.
Oh. That's on me.
It's okay. With that being said, go get your church buffs, your villa buffs, get all the elixirs, drafts, perfumes. What do you gotta use to grind? We'll be starting our hour here pretty shortly, so we can match our hour. It'll be like we're grinding together, guys. Oh my gosh, it'll be so awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be so awesome, man.
It's like you got a pocket shy, except for we're not pocketing you.
Yeah, we'll be here talking about the game, so just have us tuned on, and we can get grinding pretty shortly here. I forgot to change my fuck it, I'll just use this. Oh.
Oh.
we get one. We get one.
We get one. Yeah. No, and it's censorable. It's amazing.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta grab
Anyways.
a.
Yeah,
I gotta grab a villa. I gotta grab a villa.
Or villa,
My
yes.
villa expired.
We're
How's
recording.
war?
Oh, war was good. War was good. We
We're
won.
recording?
It was kind of boring, but it was good. We won. So easy W on that, right?
For sure. I mean, I was watching your POV. It looked like you did a lot there when you planted that elephant trap.
Yeah, me crashing after the elephant trap was an amazing experience. Holy moly.
Dude, what if that elephant trap? Like, what if you look back at the VOD and the elephant trap is what won them the war?
Dude, that'd be
You know?
awesome. That'd be so awesome. It sucks that that's not true. Because I don't think they even procced it.
Well, I know that you were trying to proc a flame trap on me last night.
That's besides the point, man.
I don't know though. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to this grind session. I'm a bit scared. If I lose a rebellious, I will lose my mind.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. This is about to go bad.
Let me when you're ready to grind, because I'm at my spot right now.
You are at the spot. I am not. I am. Ooh, I'm a little bit out.
It's okay. Hopefully the listeners out there are also getting ready to grind. Feel free to sync our hours together.
Did you want to go through the list of buffs so nobody forgets anything?
Yeah. Make sure you get your church buffs, your villas, if you get the Pearl Shop tent, of course. Your food buff, Simple Chromium or Exquisite. Your Alchemy Stone, make sure your life stones are correct. Make sure your add-ons are also correct. If you come back from war, remember that you have your PvP add-ons, so make sure you switch to PvE if you have to. And make sure you have any loot buffs you want to bring. Your drafts, your harmonies, and your perfumes. Anything you need to bring, make sure you have all those ready. Depending on the grind spot, of course. Even if it's like an easy potion spot, you don't need to run all this, right? You know, your mileage may vary.
That reminds me, do you have any of the snowboarding buffs going on? Like, did you grab any of those today?
Yeah, I didn't do the daily yet, but I have some old ones, like this. Roasted sweet potato. Very good.
Oh, roasted sweet potato. I forgot my roasted sweet potato. That reminds me. Holy. You know, I never realized how long it takes to travel in a desert. This is on me. If you wanted to, I don't know, if you wanted to start and get there.
Nah, whatever's fastest. You know, judgment. Use your best judgment on this. Let me go over what we're gonna go over today while we're waiting a little bit.
Yeah.
A couple things that happened before last patch and this patch was snowboarding. Snowboarding came out as an event at the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Have you done snowboarding yet, Ethan?
I did do the snowboarding. I did it with some of our returning friends,
Mm.
and I had a good time. I mean, I really liked the event, and the weeklies were pretty easy.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know
it's a
how
lot.
you
It's been a
feel
lot of
about it.
fun. We're also gonna talk about the new AOS season. Yesterday, the new AOS season just dropped. A lot of people are playing ranked right now. It's a whole thing. It's been a lot of fun, but also very frustrating at times because I'm still not the best PvPer still, getting into myself still. But it's a whole learning process. So I'm excited for that still, regardless. We're also gonna talk about uh what they mentioned in the BD Festa last December about the removal of resists. A listener has asked a question about how do we feel about the removal of resists, so we're going to talk a little bit over that. The new Adventures Oasis coming up in, I believe, in March, beyond in and it's taking place in Dallas, not Houston, Dallas, Texas. So we can talk a little bit about that. And another question that one of our listeners asked us about is how do we think, or how do we feel about Voltarion, the new Dream Horse, and the Dragon being locked behind PvP mainly content? Exceptions being C8, 9, and 10 Calamity Sangoons, and if it makes us more inclined to partake in that content. So while we're waiting here, uh, you guys can have your own opinions on that. We'll be talking about all of these topics today. Again, if you have any questions for yourself and any things you want to ask us during our future podcast episodes, feel free to join the Discord below. And in the questions and suggestions channel under the Garmoth Grindcast, please write them down there and we can look at it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. I love you guys.
I love you guys. I love BDO.
I love Black Desert.
Black Desert's great.
How's
Um,
how's your side going?
I'm running through the desert still. I'm chilling. I need a unicorn. It's
Yeah.
just at this point, it's just intolerable me not having a unicorn. But I mean, I'm ready to start whenever. I'll pop my buffs with you.
Yeah, we can do
I'll
that.
pop it in the middle of the desert right now. I got you, bro.
All right. If you're ready, then we can do that if you want to.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, guys, fellas, listeners, watchers, pop your buffs. We're about to do our hour here, and hopefully your grind session goes well, guys. Make sure you pop all of your villas, your church, food buff, drafts, whatever it needs to be. Alchemy stone. Make sure you turn that on. Big one, big one. Leave
Remember,
that
if you're at
on
an aggro
mainly.
spot, turn on your aggro. Sometimes I forget, and that sucks.
That does suck. You're absolutely right. Any XP buffs if you are grinding with XP, for XP rather. Make sure you put them on too. That being said, I believe I am ready to go. Oh, my pets should be on too. Make sure you put on your pets, guys. That's a big one.
Oh, true. Pets. And I still have I still have a 10-hour buff going from the event. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So that's nice.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Let's go.
With that grind starting, we'll be talking about our first topic. Snowboarding. It came out last patch, but this patch on the patch of January 24th, that's what today is. They added the time trials to it. How do you feel about the snowboarding being a thing in the game?
Um, I really like the snowboarding. I think it was very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that they were linking it to rewards and they weren't just kind of putting it in to put it in. I've been having some computer troubles in that I snowboard faster than my PC can load the mountain.
Ah,
So that one's been a bit tough. But besides that, like it's been really fun. I know that we were having a blast competing with each other while we were doing that
yeah.
with the time trials.
There's a lot of new skips you can like people have discovered and they're sharing across. I've seen the fastest time be at 40 seconds, and then the day after it'll be 30 seconds, and then like maybe like an hour or two later it'd be like 15 seconds, and because people find just crazy shortcuts that no one even thought about until the one guy did it. And it's kind of awesome seeing like the friendly competition between that.
It reminds me a lot of like Minecraft races
Yeah,
in some way.
any form of speedrunning, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
cool.
yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
I hope they like change the course or like they do something with it for like a long-term part of the game
Yeah.
cuz I'd be sad to see it disappear.
Yeah, people were saying that they might take it away after the event ends. How do you feel about that?
I I mean even if it is like they get rid of like the NPCs around it or whatnot, I would still want it to be like there, like that snowboarding course to be there, and maybe it like changes over patches and patches, like as the snow piles onto it, and
Mm-hmm.
then it gets cleaned off like next year or something. But I want to be able to snowboard there if at all possible.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of want to see, like in the middle of June maybe, I'll be like to my friends, hey, do you want to go snowboarding? You know, first one down, gets five gifted, or something like that, something silly like that. I think it'd be really fun to do. So I hope they keep it in past the event period.
True. That sounds like an easy 5 gifted from you.
Oh, okay, buddy. Okay.
What do you mean, man? I'm just a beast when it comes to snowboarding. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, beat my time of 34 seconds, and then we'll talk.
I already do.
All right. Anyways. Let's talk about the big patch this week, AOS. You
Oh,
wanna
AOS.
you wanna talk
I
about
thought
that a
we were
little
gonna
bit?
cover the Yeti.
You wanna start about the Yeti? Oh, the Yeti for the snow boss. I did a Yeti once last night. It was pretty cool. Have you done it yet?
No, I haven't. But dude, I was gonna ask, what rewards does he give,
Uh,
if any
the
at all?
the Yeti spawns roughly at the snowboarding event spot, and the Yeti drops a good amount of rewards. Actually, it's pretty good. It mainly drops blackstones, sharps, black gem fragment, and concentrated black gems. So a lot of like mats that people kind of need right now. The sharps being for the deck Tuvala that came out a few weeks ago, and the gems for the new Manos or the new life scaling Prion accessory that we talked about last episode.
I'm
Uh,
surprised.
with that also, you also get a furniture buff if you collect enough the tusks, I think they're called, and the furniture buff's pretty good because you get a bunch of AP, combat XP for like an hour or so.
I'm surprised that they made a world boss give life skilling stuff. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few world bosses out there that gives life scaling stuff. Roar being a big one, a hunting world boss.
Oh, true. I guess. Man, maybe I need to get into life skilling.
Life skilling's a whole bucket of worms.
True.
Life skills to be out there
Um,
like you can make 2 to 3 bill an hour here, but they forget to tell you they have like years and years of like back support and like a worker empire and all that stuff. And I'm like,
yeah.
man, you're right, but you're wrong.
It reminds me of like when I first got into the game, rhinos. I saw you doing rhinos a lot. I was like, oh, I want to do rhinos, and you're like, yeah, it makes good money, but you got to do a lot. I never
Yeah,
realized how much you actually had to do.
life skilling is a whole thing, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I
Um,
recommend doing the Eddie boss at least a few times, especially if you need a lot of blackstones, crystals, or sorry, not crystals, sorry, sharps, and black gems. Recommend it.
I gotta check it out. Like, I have the musket, so I
Everyone
could
should
do
have got
that.
one free from their Y menu, the rewards menu. cool.
On to AOS though.
Mhm.
I am livid.
Yeah, you want to talk about your AOS experience a little bit, Mr. Frog in Joy 12?
Sure. This is my first season of AOS. I probably have prior to this, I probably had 30 games, maybe, of AOS on purely Suck Zerk. I purely play Suck Zerk. Um, I went into this AOS season hoping to learn and throw myself into the deep end. And yesterday I queued for about 3.5 hours, and I ended up with a 30% win rate. It was a learning experience, and it was very, very humbling.
Yeah.
I became very frustrated, and I have a resentment towards some classes. I'm not going to say any because I'm not biased,
Uh huh.
but
Uh huh.
man, I did not have some fun in some games.
Yeah, it can definitely get
Uh,
frustrating.
it's a good game mode though. It had me like queuing and really enjoying myself for those 3.5 hours. So I'm excited to play more, and I'm excited to see how I develop as a player over, this season and next season whenever that happens. I don't know how long they are. So
Yeah, I think AOS it can be very frustrating at start, and understandably. But whenever you start learning and start like getting like watching guides or getting people to help you, and just putting yourself out there more and just keep trying, that one game where your brain clicks on what you need to do is one of the best feelings I've ever had in video, because you just feel like you're just actually learning the class, and that feels a lot good. That feels really good. I understand how that feels.
yeah, last night I got schooled on how to play Zerker, and I realized that I know nothing. I quite literally was just not using any of the right abilities, and it's so much different from PvE where I just get to hold right click
Hmm.
that it was an experience, man.
Yeah, PvE combo versus a PvP combo is a completely different story, right?
True. I do want to eventually try some other classes because from the previous AOS where I felt like I was pretty much invincible as Zerk, I didn't feel like I was dying at all pretty much. In this AOS, I kind of just get popped. I get CC'd and I'm dead from being focused by 3 people instantly. So I want to try some other classes, try some different builds to see what I can milk out of Zerk.
Hmm.
And if I can't really hit that, the point at which I'm very happy with myself, I may just swap classes entirely. It's
What kind
still
of
up in the
classes?
air.
What kind of class are you thinking about switching to?
I was looking at Scholar. Guardian definitely. I don't think I would like, even though I like them grinding. I think they're too slow, and uh, I don't think that there's a lot of button options that I know about that I would be comfortable using, but I could definitely try them out. And then another one was uh, I've been seeing Warrior play, and I'm interested in picking up and trying out Warrior just in general in the game after watching him.
Hmm. Where's
But
very cool, yeah.
I may try him in AOS specifically because he looks very fun.
Yeah, I mean those are pretty good
Uh,
classes. I think Scholar is really good, and AOS. I think she's a little worse now with these new patches. Now the fact that AOS has so much HP pool, uh, that the regen reduction that Scholar provides is no longer as valuable, but still valuable because having max HP is very necessary in some fights. But if you don't have max HP because of the regen reduction that she gives you, might be a little hard. Also, Warrior being a really good pick. I know Warrior has been a very fan favorite pick recently. Seen a lot of Warriors, I'll be honest. And I think if you really learn that, it could be very fruitful for you.
true. Throwing the question back to you though, what do you feel about AOS and do you plan on swapping to any class or just sticking with Ninja?
Mm, so Ninja, short story. Short answer is I'm not switching. I love Ninja so much, and I want to see how much I can push myself. It's gonna be years, and I believe that I'm not even close to being very good. So I think if I swap now, it'll be kind of a waste of energy, of my previous attempts. So we'll be sticking on Ninja for a long time. I also just love playing him, so I don't mind. I rather just enjoy the class that I play rather than picking a good class in AOS, personally. But with that being said, yeah, it's hard. AOS has been kicking my butt, and it's a big learning curve. I know that one of my recent friends, Andrew, he recently got back into video, and we did some AOS practice last night, and I know for a fact that he wasn't very happy at times because it was just frustrating, and that's understandable. I think that's part of the process.
True. I feel like the word I want to use is humbling, right? Where I feel like it finally clicked in my brain how hard this game is. This is not a game for the faint of heart
Oh yeah, absolutely.
compared to, I mean, some other MMOs. It has been very difficult for me to pick this game up, and I've played my class for 1,500 hours.
Yeah, it's a whole different game in PvP. Is there any goals you have for this AOS season?
Uh, my goal is yellow rank. I want to hit 1,200 LP or whatever the points are, Elo.
Mm-hmm.
I want 1,200 Elo, and that is it. I'm gonna be trying my hardest to hit that and try to learn as much as possible. And then once I hit it, I'm never touching the season again because you can't decay.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Didn't you say you wanted to hit red?
Yeah, my original goal was hit red, but I realized that maybe I'm too ambitious for hitting that. So let's start with baby steps, and my plan is to hit yellow rank first. And then once I hit yellow rank, then we can see if we want to move on to red rank. That is my goal personally.
I think you could hit red. Yellow players aren't even that good
Then why yellow?
because I'm not that good.
Sorry, I had to make that clear. Sorry.
Oh,
Right.
oh, wow! The one time Frog Enjoyer doesn't hype himself up. Okay, man.
All jokes
Listen.
aside, I hope everyone's AOS season is gonna go well. Stay in there. You guys got this. All right, don't give up. It's a hard game.
One thing about the AOS season that I was not prepared for at all. I didn't know this existed, and I don't know if it existed beforehand, but money. Man, I've been getting
Oh.
so much money. I feel like I'm rich.
Mm-hmm. For people who don't
After getting
know,
stomped.
yeah, for people who don't know, the new AOS season came with extra rewards. As long as you are blue rank or higher, you actually receive extra money. And we're not talking about like an extra like 10 mil. We're talking about 100 mil per win as long as you're blue rank. And I think 70 or 60 mil?
60
mil.
mil per loss.
Per loss. And you also
Plus
get almost double the seals for both winning and losing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Last night I checked the market. Dude's deep seas were on the market for the first time in what feels like months.
Yeah, we've been starved of DCs, and now we can actually get them from the market if you needed to, which is awesome. AOS, I recommend, guys. It's a lot of fun. If you want to be at a, do some PvP challenge that isn't just Node Wars, or any like Arsha like open world, definitely give it a shot, guys.
I think everybody should try it once. Well, maybe not once, but a few times. See how they feel about it. 3v3 is a dynamic that I don't feel like you get in a lot of MMOs. And I feel like having it in BDO is very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's one of the best experiences I want to say that I've had in BDO.
It's definitely one of the best like PvP experiences in BDO specifically. I really enjoy Guild League mainly and AOS. more instance
Oh,
PvP rather than like
yeah.
Node War. Node War is fun and all, don't get me wrong. But I really like the objective kind of PvP rather than just like kill the fort in Node War. Which I guess you can consider objective.
I still gotta participate in Guild League. I'm excited. If that ever comes out, I may look for
Hmm.
a group of people to do it with.
I'd
Cause
recommend finding a Node War group for that for sure though. It's uncapped, so that's why.
oh I do. Oh no, I'll be 780 gear score by then.
Yeah, you got it. You're
I'll
a
be chilling.
beast. You're a beast, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. By the way, I've nearly died about 3 times during this hour already. Um, for some reason I turned off the hazard circles from the big boss, and I don't know how to turn them back on.
Are you
So
on lowest optimal by chance?
I am on lowest optimal.
Yeah, that removes it. So
Oh,
you want to go low if you want to do that.
well, you're my goat. I'm gonna go do that right now.
Sounds good.
Talking about PvP, resistance changes.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's been talks about it, and I don't know if it's confirmed or not. How do you feel about the resistance changes that they talked about at the BDO Festa?
Uh, Personally, I'm happy. I believe that resists don't really have a place in PvP, especially how RNG it is. Uh, it doesn't really show the skill, I guess, in PvP. I think in resist and PvE is perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But in PvP, praying that you hit a grab or a knockdown just because they don't, you know, you had a bunch of resist and you didn't have any ignore resist. It's not a good feeling. It's just not a good feeling for the CC'er. So getting that removed, I think, is the right play to do.
A question about resist in League of Legends. I know that when it comes to like crit rate, right? If you have 20% crit, every time you miss, your crit chance goes up. When you miss a grab or somebody resists it, does your chance of doing it next attack increase?
No, there's nothing like that. It is a flat number and or a flat percentage, and that is it.
Oh, I can see
Yes,
how that's
there's no
frustrating.
quote unquote pity, I guess, for resists.
Yeah, I can see how that's frustrating. I had people resisting my grabs, and I couldn't tell that they were resisting my grabs. I thought I just missed. Um, Dang. You know, now that you've said that, I think that has made my opinion. I don't want resists. I wish resists were removed.
Yeah, a bunch of the consensus of the entire PvP's community is how much they hate resist, and it's just not a skillful like statistic, I guess, that you can have in your character. That'll
True.
make a
I'm a gambling man.
that'll make a like on top of desync in this game because we all know desync is a thing in video. On top of that, right, having resist just makes CCing and combat or PvPing just frustrating in general.
I'm interested to see what they do with the items that don't have other stats besides resist. Right? Like some of the crystals or like other stuff, or even like whom's. I don't want it to be like crank the HP,
Hmm.
but also I feel like if you remove the resist, I feel like they lose a lot of their value.
Not for whom specifically,
Maybe,
but for all
maybe
the
not
other things.
whom's, but yeah.
Hmm. I understand what you're talking about.
Um, because I don't think that they're gonna have that much of a market presence if uh it's just grab these for PvE, really.
Yeah,
So
because
if
you
they
have the cheap
crash the
crystals for
market,
those.
because of it, I wonder what's gonna happen.
But yeah, I'm
Also, I
excited
wonder
for
what
them
everybody's
to
reaction
remove
is.
that. Sorry, what are you saying?
I was gonna say I'm wondering. I'm excited for the reaction from the community over
Oh.
economic changes that Resist will have, because the PvP side, like I think everybody understands how that will affect it,
Hmm.
but for a lot of PvEers that will drop or try to get these items that have resist and those affect money,
Hmm.
if stuff crashes, I wonder if they'll make changes to grind spots or whatnot to make up with the money.
Yeah. There's been also rumors that they might not remove resist, but instead of rework resist, where, uh, like a tenacity system, like in League, where you can instead of instead of removing CC resist completely, you always get CC'd, but the amount of time for how long duration you get CC'd will be different. Uh,
Ooh,
there's been rumors about that, but that's also once again rumors.
I love Merc Treads.
Tenacity is very
I
strong.
would be I'd be excited to see that,
As long as it's not
especially if
RNG, I think that's all I care about in the end.
yeah, I think that ooh, I wonder how you could tangibly feel it, right? Because with ignore resist, right? There's the you hit it or there's the you hit it or you don't, right? Without resistance, there's the you always hit it. But I wonder how it's gonna feel to I always hit, but I don't know how long they're gonna be CC'd for.
Yeah, you have to kind of fish that stat out whenever you do CC them. That also means that combos will change, because some combos will not be possible if they have enough tenacity, if that was the case. If that, let's say in
Yeah.
a world where tenacity does exist in BDO, right? The amount of time to be on the ground would change your combo drastically.
I wonder as well on top of that, right? If similar to League of Legends, if things like airborne that aren't affected by tenacity, I wonder if we'll get some CCs that
Hmm.
aren't affected as well.
That'd be interesting. I
That's
think
really
that'd be
interesting.
very
I
interesting
think
actually.
that sounds pretty healthy for the game, in my opinion.
Uh,
Um,
Probably like knockdown will be the quote unquote airborne or version of it, because knockdown was always seen as the strongest CC due to the amount of recovery time it really need to recover from a knockdown. So perhaps that could be the airborne quote unquote of BDO. But that'd be very interesting to see if that does get reworked like that.
yeah, man, now I'm excited. I'm excited to see where PvP goes. I'm finally getting into it, and man,
PvP is a lot of
it's
fun. It's a lot of fun.
yeah. I gotta. There's some other things I want to check out when it comes to PvP, but I don't know if I'm willing to drop guild to go into war and stuff.
Mm. Have you seen Deadeye a lot in AOS?
Yes, yes, too much. Oh my. I feel like it's every other game that I get a Deadeye. And then if I don't get a Deadeye, I get a Megu. And I feel like they both do so much damage and have so much survivability that it's crazy.
Yeah, Deadeye is very strong. I think people underestimate how weak she was, or I think people thought that she was very weak when Deadeye released. But a lot of Deadeye mains in my chat have been saying that Deadeye is not weak, and they definitely prove it to me through AOS. So very interesting to see that after recently she got a lot of her bombs, she got her a lot of protection changes. She just feels like I just can't catch her at times. I'll be honest.
Yeah. And I think the funniest thing about Deadeye is right at the beginning, right? You either have a Deadeye roping into your face, or you have a Deadeye shooting mortars at you, or you have a Deadeye charging a rocket launcher to shoot at the first, skirmish that pops out. It's very funny.
Funny is an interesting word there, but yeah, absolutely, it's very funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a class like Deadeye, like in the game. It's very funny. It is obscure.
I bet that people playing that are having a blast.
True. I wish I was having as much as fun as them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Buff
That's
Stuck Ninja, thank you.
Dude, I've been trying to get. Dude, everybody says, "Oh, it sucks, Zerker's break." Yeah, no, I've been trying to get that guy buff for a while.
No thanks.
Wait,
Maybe for PvE.
any DMs watching? Do you guys take bribes?
Yeah, well, I'll send you a little something along your way. Thanks, Underfo.
Thanks, Underfoe. Dude, I have been ever since learning about Underfoe. I've been running around the BDO world, and I keep running into somebody named Underfoe.
You mean the blacksmith in Velia?
Yes, the blacksmith in Velia, Underfoe. And I was like, was this person named after Underfoe? And then it finally hit me. Yeah, Underfoe's probably named Underfoe because of the blacksmith.
That's crazy. I got no words on that.
I learned about Underfoe, GM Underfoe, before I learned about Underfoe the
CM.
blacksmith. CM, my bad. Community manager.
Yeah, Underfo for
Right.
listening. Frick you.
Okay, that's just mean, man.
Oh, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. Anyways,
What do
more
you mean
talks
I
about
don't?
PvP. Let's just segue from there. Yep. Voltarion is out. Have you seen anyone with a Voltarion yet? The new horse.
Is it even possible to get a Voltarion?
No, not yet. That was a joke.
Okay. Well, yes, I have.
Oh.
A lot of them actually. Unlike you.
Oh.
So
Thanks, man.
I don't know how you feel.
I appreciate that.
What do you mean? Okay, man. How do you feel? Wait, how do you feel about the Voltarion?
As
Because
a horse,
I
or
well, I don't know if you can get. I don't know what you can get Voltarion from. I kind of forgot the list. But it's from Siege, the War of the Roses, and Black Shrine. That's it, right?
pretty much, yeah. Any uncapped siege / node war, you can get it from. You get a lot from War of the Roses, and you can get it from AC9, C10, Sangoon, Black Shrine. Currently.
I see. I was gonna say, have you gotten any pieces from Node War? But I didn't know if you could get it from Node War. But you haven't done Uncapped, have you?
Yeah, I've not done uncapped, so that
Maybe it's time to hop in, bro.
man, I
Maybe
wish.
maybe you go to Uncapped Siege and you Stormtrooper for me, huh? Thought about that one?
If I get Stormtrooper one day, I would rock that title. You know the title gives you like an electric aura around you?
Did you know I Stormtrooper on like Shy?
Dang, that's impressive, man.
Yeah, on Glass Cannon. I'm like 370 AP or something. Kind of crazy. I don't know, man. Voltarion is it's such a weird spot because it's considered a dream horse.
Yeah.
But it's not really that accessible to a large part of the community at this point in time.
Yeah,
like
it is like a flex
if I
horse
go
right
into
now.
if I go into Uncapped, I just get stomped. My life is over. So, for me to be ahead of the majority of the people in the game, no offense to the majority of the people in the game, it's crazy to think that people like me can't even think about getting it, and then people like you are hesitant to go into Uncapped and do that sort of stuff. And then they said they're tying it to life skilling in a way.
I don't know if they did say that actually.
I thought they did.
I'm not too sure. I will need to go back on that one.
But even then, it's like that is something that I can't even aim for at this current time, and that's hard to fathom for me, I guess.
With that being said, does it make you more inclined to do any of these new contents to get the horse?
At this current point, no. But in the future, once I eventually get into having the gear score to be able to do like T2s, I'll probably set my sights on eventually doing Uncapped. I think Uncapped sounds fun on paper, but having uncapped gear, I understand I'm super undergeared.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'll probably do Sangoon once I get 330 AP.
Yeah, I think it's a good like start to it for sure.
Yeah. I wonder how once Voltarion hits, right? Once people start understanding like where to get it or like are able to go and realistically get it, how that's going to affect the war scene and the siege scene and how War of the Roses signups go.
Yeah, War of the Roses has been kind of a desert field, as in no one's signing up because a lot of hard cap players or near hard cap players just do not feel rewarded for having the gear, so they don't have an urge to kind of play the game. So I think that personally, right? I think that having a course like this is a good incentive for them because it's something that only they can get practically. And I think that's enough incentive to at least encourage them to sign up for the War of the Roses and compete.
A part of me feels like they added the Voltarion to appease a group of players into doing uncapped, as well as for the people that have hit uncapped to have something to work for towards a horse that the rest of the community doesn't have. Because T10's coming out for free, and then that horse being linked to uncapped kind of fills that niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like T10s are cool and all, but having a Voltarion is even a whole different level.
Yeah. And then everybody, if I show off my T10, oh, you got that T10 from the free one, right? So it's like it kind of gives them their flex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they definitely deserve that. I believe I'm a firm believer that BDO is gonna try to at least I don't want to say revive, but definitely support the PvP scene a lot more uh in the next upcoming months. Hopefully this entire year. I feel like last year was a lot of more quality of life for new players and uh what's a massive thing came out like Land like 2 came out last year. Like got new bosses, a lot of PvE changes, the DR changes and everything. I believe that this year we're gonna get a lot more PvP related changes and content with a new hardcore server coming out pretty soon too. I think that even supports my beliefs.
I think so from like a newer player standpoint, I feel like a lot of the early game quality of life was kind of made to send people into the mid game, late game, and end game faster. Um, but I feel like a lot of the content, PvP wise, didn't really grab anybody. So the population sort of stayed the same. Uh, because there was no incentive, right? So I feel like if they added an incentive, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of PvP would pop off a lot more. And I think that we'll probably see that in AOS. I think AOS probably will be one of the most played PvP game modes,
Oh
if
yeah.
not already,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's so successful.
Because of the changes also made recently. So I'm excited to see if they do that for other game modes or PvP changes to other things to see how new players that are just getting into those places will participate. Because imagine if they made like T1 War of the Roses that gives loot.
That's a
I mean,
siege.
I'll participate. Oh yeah,
That's a
you're right.
uncap siege. Or cap siege, I mean, sorry.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, hold up. Okay, but what about like 1K versus 1K War of the Roses? Like that'd just be popping off.
I think
Something like that. I don't.
I gotta think
Man,
about
maybe.
that one.
Hey, they should sign me on. They should sign me on. Wait, hold up. I'm spitting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 1 bill a win. AOS.
1 bill win. Dang, 1 bill win. I
How
wish,
much? Wait,
man.
how much money did you make off at Node War?
We made 900 mil today off pure gold. So with the elixirs and stuff that come with it, like a bill. Node War, by the way, is a lot of
Wait,
money.
hold up.
Node War, that's a biggie bag, you know?
That was a biggie, dude. That was 22 minutes for a biggie bag.
Yeah, go get a biggie bag. Go join an Node War guild.
Hold up. Wait, maybe you're onto something. Wait, does Siege have stuff like that as well? Like,
Siege
how much are you
does,
making
but
off?
Siege makes less money.
Okay, maybe they crank Siege. I don't know.
Yeah,
Something
people
like
want
that.
Siege rewards to be higher. I agree with that.
Wait, I want PVE rewards to be higher.
No.
Okay, I'm back. That's how much. I don't know. What was the? Do you know the turnover rate for people that go from small scale PvP to like larger?
From
Or is
like tier
that?
ones to like a Siege uncapped?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact rates, obviously, but I would like to say maybe roughly like 20% people who do that go into uncapped. A lot of people who play, who are in T1 Node War guilds are mainly people who, just don't have the time to put in for a lot of, like, wars. And they don't have BDO as, like, their main game, but they still want to PvP and, have that MMO experience of, like, a war. And with the
I
caps being
see.
so low on tier 1s, it's very easy for them to even participate in the first place.
Okay.
So that's where
Because
tier
like
1's homes are.
I feel like I feel like that makes a lot of sense because I feel like PvP is a very big staple of um a MMO,
Mhm.
and I feel like being able to jump in here is kind of it's kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, PvP, especially in this game where combat is like awesome, right?
True, very very high skill cap.
Hmm.
Talking about Calpheon ball changes and Toxter resistance and stuff like that. What are your expectations for the Demon Lands coming up? I think it was teased as an end game grind spot that was
Mm.
PvPvE.
Yeah. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for Demon Lands. I think we need a new region and new mobs to kill, essentially. But it also fulfills the idea of an open world PvP because it is a PvPvE grind spot where you are grinding at the spot, competing with others essentially. And there, I believe what they said. I'm not sure if you know about this, but they said something about having like a lord that is overseeing all of the grind spots, and you can fight the lord to gain their position, and you get benefits of if you're in the position or not. So I think that's gonna be super interactive with the community. I think that's extremely well like designed if they do it properly. I'm super excited for that.
True. When you say overseeing all of the grind spots, are you talking about all of the ones in specifically the Demon
Oh
Lands?
yeah, just a demon land, yes.
Okay. Because I didn't want to be taxed at Tunkuda.
You don't worry, your cactus grind won't go tax. Don't worry, you'll be okay.
Dude, you get taxed not on the trash, but like the big drops too. You get taxed on your telescope piece.
Yeah, you just take it from me. It's like, yeah, this is for us. This is for the Lord.
Dude, I'm excited to be able to see people get taxed. Man, who knew the economy was affecting their grind? The government is taking away from you. How do you feel?
I love the idea where you can just kind of walk up to the Lord and be like, "Hey, you, me, and you, let's duke it out," and they fight for the spot.
Yeah.
I want to be the king, and then they let me win. I think that's awesome.
You know, my thought is so how does that work? instantly it goes to I can take the throne and then I can go DP meme and never die. Right?
Yeah, people were talking about that of like, what if I just run all cadres, all DP, all evasion, whatever, right? So I hope they balance it properly. I hope they balance it properly.
Yeah. Uh, I think that it's interesting that they're adding such late game stuff like that because I will never be able to partake in it, at least for now. But I wonder if I'll be able to partake in the grind spot. So if I'm opting to participate via getting taxed or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
And especially like they have to make. I feel like they have to make it compete with some of the end game grind spots right now. Especially things like trolls or D2 Olins. So how do they do that while also not making it super unbalanced?
Yeah, we're probably gonna see some economy changes in this following year when that comes out. When it does come out rather, and maybe the classic 1 to 2 billion hour will no longer be that good up there. Inflation will most likely occur, so I guess we'll have to be ready for that. Hopefully, they add some new uh reasons, I guess, to grind the old terrain spots still, because I don't think they assume we're gonna be grinding just at that spot.
True. With the talks of it, what do you think is going to come out there? Because, like, if it's just liquid, I don't think it's going to be as intriguing. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, do you think it's going to come out with a new accessory,
Mm.
right? Or do you think it's going to come out with, you know, something that is going to make people want to grind there?
A lot of people have been speculating that the fallen god, or not fallen god, but sovereign, quote unquote, offhand will be related to the new grand spot in the area, where you probably need to grind some kind of material, kind of like embers of a flame, to get that sovereign offhand. And that
Mm,
is something I want to be able to grind tangibly an item. I don't like to grind for money specifically because I think it's a little unsatisfying. But I like to be able to grind for a specific item. Pities of like an ember is a perfect example. I enjoy that a lot. So I hope they add something like that. Also, hope they add new accessories. I think new accessories would be cool, or at least new gin crystals that can be applied.
Oh, to cover up the AP gens instead of the
Maybe
crystal page, right?
disto kind of type of gin where it gives you more AP, GAP, but it reduces your DP or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Some more build options, right?
Maybe they add a DP crystal. Just flat out gives you like 10 DP.
I think there is one actually.
Is there actually? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I kind of want to see something rare. I want that one in like, you know, 2K hours drop, like a treasure piece or something like that. That
Oh, a new treasure would be so nice. I want a new treasure. I think a lot of treasure grinders also want a new treasure. So I'm hoping for a new treasure at the new spots. That's one thing I do
you know,
want.
I could see them doing a new treasure, but I just wonder what would the new treasure be.
I don't know. The idea of treasure in this game is something that is nice to have, very quality of life, or even maybe flex. Usually the flex too. Uh, but it doesn't impact gameplay so much where it becomes mandatory, right? Infinite potions used to be that too, but I think they realized that infinite potion became more mandatory as health potions were practically mandatory. So them creating a pity piece for that is their solution. But where like the compass, telescope, map, they're not really seen as mandatory in this game, but as a really nice quality of life flex.
Yeah, I just I there's a lot of things in this game that I think would be so nice to have in a treasure. but they kind of just become mandatory. They become something that is so sought after that players would probably tunnel for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what kind of treasure. Like, I mean, this is just like a broad thing, but what treasure do they add next? And if they do add a treasure with the Demon Lands, what treasure is going to be there?
It would have to be something related to the thematic of Demon Land, so probably more of a combat, maybe focus one, but not something crazy where it would, completely unbalance the idea of what do you call it, of a treasure. Honestly, I don't have a really good idea. Do you have anything that might be interesting?
I had a meme item in my head. What if it's just GA on like a
Guardian Angel.
12-hour cooldown?
I mean, a
But
free like a fairy seer as a treasure item.
well, yeah. Wait, no, that's already a thing. Never mind. Wait, no, Fairy's Tear as a treasure item isn't a thing, but Fairy's Tear exists. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking about. Can you use Fairy's Tear in PvE or like War?
No, you cannot do that. You can only respawn.
What if it was a treasure like that?
I think every guildmaster will make players go for that. So I think that's a little unbalanced. It's kind of like how when T10 Pegasus came out, it was like if you didn't have a T10 Pegasus in Siege, you were griefing the guild in a sense.
Yeah. Man, that makes me think.
Yeah, it's really hard to find an item for that, huh?
Even then, it goes back to like, I don't. So I can understand the Sovereign Ember, but like, there has to be something that releases with the Demon Lands, even if it's not the Sovereign Ember, or even if it has the Sovereign Ember. Would there be like an accessory, or would there be would it also be a place to drop like the D2 Olin's artifacts, or maybe new artifacts?
We'll probably see some new artifacts.
Like
yeah, I think maybe new artifacts, maybe new light stones we might see.
Ooh, new light stones would be crazy.
Or new reforged stones for your sovereign weapons, maybe. I think there's a good amount of options they can do. I think new accessories is also a very possible idea. The fact that the one thing that is kind of sucky about having Karazad is that if you have everything on one accessory, aka Karazad, it's a little hard to make new accessories to replace that, right? So it's a little. It was kind of a risky move for them to make Karazad like that. I think ultimately it's more healthier, but with the Drilling Crystals that you can add on to the Karazad, it makes a little more sense. And I think having the Drilling Crystals, or new crystals, or whatever it might be. Also, speaking of new crystals, yeah, they can just add new crystals too.
True. I kind of wonder, right? Especially with all the quality of life that they've done. I wonder if they ever think about or regret Fallen God, not as like an item, but as how they enhance it. Because like the idea of only going up to pen, I wonder if they wish they made it go up to deck, similar to Sovereign or whatnot, to be able to make it easier for people to upgrade, or make, pen Fallen God like something that is more common for players.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's so easy to get AP currently. It's kind of more difficult to get DP from my experience, especially from having full Fallen God now. Because like it's 6.3 billion crons just to tap, while it's only like 1,000 crons.
Yeah.
For like the Karazad.
Yeah, once you get your Fallen Gods, it's kind of where do you get DP, right? And I think for now it's fine, because I think DP is very relevant, really relevant. DP DR is really relevant in the current like BDO, especially in PvP. Very strong, right? DR is very strong currently. and that's why we're adding even more. But in like 2, 3, 4 years, right? Where do we go with our armors, right? We can't just devalue the people who actually hit Pen Fallen God, right? Because that's an achievement by itself. But you can't really expect everyone to hit that because that's really like unrealistic.
Yeah, I think that if they were to add deck Fallen God and then just give these players that hit Pen Fallen God like Nov, I feel like some people would turn around and hit Nov quite easily compared to the Pen.
Yeah, because like that, this would only work if like the last enhancement was maybe like a 10% or even like a 5%, right? Or even like 2%. But Pen Fallen God being like 0.0% is a completely different story because you can't just like, oh yeah, just because you got that you get Nov, right? But to get Nov, it's like a, I don't know, a 5% chance. Like it's a completely different story. So you can't just like
Yeah.
give them Nov. It doesn't work. It's so hard. It's like how do you add more armors now? The fact that Pen Fallen exists for players.
Yeah.
So
It just
I think personally PA is stuck on that, and the answers are very very hard.
yeah, with video developing, I feel like old content like that is difficult to catch up with the new system.
Hmm.
But if they did, I mean, hear me out. I would love Deck Fallen God. That it would be so sick.
My
Um,
belief is that they're gonna add some kind of option or not alternate armor that will match Pen Fallen God in the future. But it's like a
Mash.
crazy long process. Imagine like God Eye, but for Pen Fallen God. But instead of like, oh, we gotta hit it to Pen, it's like you gotta hit it like 70 times or something.
Yeah, I can understand that. I just, I don't know. I think Fallen God is such a cool idea. I don't think that PA would ever want to ditch it.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
We have so much room for AP in this game to grow in the next future, in the like next few years. DP though, where are we gonna get DP? It's a little hard. I think we gotta get a
I
new alchemy stone. That's what I've been thinking about, a new alchemy stone, because we haven't really had one, and there's alchemy stone issues currently because after you get Vels, that's pretty much it, and it's unrealistic to get a
I
shiny.
mean, like, what are the chances that they add more slots to our character?
Yeah, that's also a big one. That's very possible. Just how they added
Yeah,
artifacts halfway through.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't play when that happened. Uh, I'm down to the last 5 minutes of my buffs.
Same thing.
I didn't realize that this hour went by super smoothly, very
Yeah, it
quickly.
was very fast today.
Um,
Make sure you
I
turn
didn't
off
die.
your continuous care if you are still using that while you're listening along. You don't want to overuse your elixirs. Unless you're planning to do another hour. Keep it on.
Bro, do another hour. Money is money. Time is Time is for wait. Yeah, time is temporary. Money is forever. That's just a lie. Wait, no, that was just a flat out lie. Money is not forever. If you tap, you lose that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
very
it becomes
true.
a fail stack.
That's so true. For our last topic of tonight, something that's related with BDO, but not exactly in game. Adventures Oasis. Do you know what Adventures Oasis is, Ethan?
I do. Mister, please go to Texas with me. All my
this
friends
year's
there.
this year's Adventures Oasis is taking place in Dallas, Dallas, Texas. I believe in March, and it's an offline event. If you guys don't know what Adventures Oasis is, it's an offline event where you apply to join, and they select people to join, and there's a bunch of CMs, GMs, players, and the best part, open bar, and it's basically a good party. It's a good party. We do BDO related mini games. There's like little quizzes. We get everyone gets free merch, there's icebreakers, all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. If you guys haven't, if you guys haven't have any community to talk about BDO in person, this is a perfect time to apply for one, and especially if you're in the area.
I think if you guys are thinking about it, I think that you guys should just, grit your teeth and do it. I think it's an event that is going to be like not once in a lifetime, obviously, because they do it often, but I think that it'll be such a blast that you guys would regret not doing it afterwards.
Rather regret doing it than not doing it, right? In this case.
True. Mega, speaking on it from last year, because I know you went to it, what were your favorite parts about going to it?
So
like, what
last
stands
year,
out in your brain?
Last year, Avengers Oasis was taking place in Toronto, Canada, and I flew out there. I was super excited to go. That was my first one, and I think the most fun I had was just having people surrounding me that enjoy playing BDO. Because we all know BDO isn't the most popular game. It ain't no Pokemon, it ain't no League of Legends, right? So having people talk to in person about a game that you really enjoy in a community was a really nice feeling, personally. And also meeting the faces behind a lot of the names you see online. Meeting Danny for the first time, right? Meeting the CMs like Etsu, was an awesome experience and something I would never forget, honestly.
I know you talked about it, but apparently people from the mobile game were there as well, right? So I think being able to share a community not only with people from PC but also console and mobile, it's probably eye-opening to talk to people from different perspectives.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've talked to the console people and the mobile people while I was there, and their opinion on the state of the game was like so different because one, they have a different game technically, and two, it's they have different communities, they have different developers behind their actions, and learning about the game was so eye-opening because I wasn't aware. You know that BDO Mobile has damage numbers? I didn't know about that.
Dude, you said that you were sitting and like you were talking to people and somebody was just grinding AFK on BDO Mobile.
Yeah, they were.
Like, that's kind of crazy.
I wish I could have done that when I was there. I gotta get gains.
I wish I could AFK grind this game. I would be a beast.
I'll be a beast too.
My power bill would be high, but I would be a beast.
With that being said, I highly implore you guys to check out the Avengers Oasis, if not this time, next time. And see for our community that's nearby you. Our grind session is about to end here in a few seconds here. Make sure you turn off your Alk Stones, turn off your elixirs, whatever that you may have popped. And hopefully you had a good grind session. How was your grind session, man?
I got no devos.
Oh.
0.
No devos.
I pulled, for me being the bad player that I am, I pulled average trash for myself on my average, even though I wasted about 4 minutes getting here. So I'm very happy with that. Perfume made me pull way more than I should have.
Yeah, perfume go crazy.
How was your hour? Did you pull the telescope piece?
No, I did not. I did not pull the telescope piece. We'll be here next week.
Oh, well.
Let I get it live on twitch.tv/PlayingMega. That is my self-promo.
Yeah.
Where can people contact you, Frog Enjoyer? 12?
They can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/FrogEnjoyer12. Or they can find a YouTube video that I'll be posting in probably like a few months on youtube.com/FrogEnjoyer12.
Very nice.
They can. Oh.
Well, I hope you had a great grind session, Ethan. I had a blast.
Yeah, it was amazing. I pulled nothing.
Yeah, me too. I didn't get essence or anything. It was just trash. Well, You know, it might have been a bad hour, but it was a good grind session regardless.
I wanted to suggest, if you guys grinded with us and you have questions, feel free to put them inside of our Discord. You can get our Discord from either of our Twitch chats with !Discord. And if you grinded with us, feel free to share your hours in the Garmoth Grindcast screenshots page. We could look over those and see how well you guys did in your hours as well.
Yeah. Let us know. It's awesome. Join the community. We're just a bunch of dudes who play BDO, and we love this game. We love this game. So come and hang out with us.
I love BDO.
Yeah. With that being said, fellas, listeners, thank you for tuning in for today's episode of the Garmoth Grindcast. We will catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.